to my brothers and my sisters.
It will be good if you insist, sir.
Good day to the misses and the misters.
We slapped babies so long we got blisters.
And the good tidings to all.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And to your kin,
Begin.
silence! Jesus needs us like we need us to need Jesus. God bless Habertown. God bless football. And God bless the space pope. Let us pray. EU, me pesto los baringos, Santos Domingos, Jolly Bollywood.
These imbeciles really buy this stuff. Do you know what I buy? A BLT the size of a small child with extra gabagool every Friday, on the Friday, even the ones where these plebes force-feed themselves tilapia and other aquatic scum. The Bible says we're not supposed to eat lobster, you know. It's true. Leviticus 11:11. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. You may not eat of their flesh, and their carcasses you shall detest. But that's humanity for you, huh? We keep the parts we like and ignore the rest. That's the way it was back in the 60s when I used to play the stocks. Geez, what a time that was. Buy low, sell high, or if you're us, do everything high, am I right? Hey! Tech, industry, real estate. Does this all sound familiar to you guys?
Hey, I just bought my fifth Lamborghini.
Yes, we've done okay with these things, but boy, oh boy, I've got news for you. It's all duty! We cut our teeth on the conventional stuff, it's safe, and that's alright. But are we here for that to do alright? 5 Lamborghinis? Child's play. How'd you like 5 a month?
But sir, how?
My dear, sweet, sprightly, stupid Paige, I'm glad you asked. Gentlemen, we need a new commodity. Something to appeal to the masses. Do you know which age bracket now holds 65% of our population? 22 to 30-year-olds. What do these kids care about today?
Sodomy.
Oh, okay, but what else? Themselves. Your average 20-something has the pecs of Atlas and the glutes of Venus. They're in pristine shape. How do they stay so ripped?
Sit-ups.
Gluteal exercises.
What about standing?
I saw my dad do
Running.
pull-ups once. You all have difficulty thinking out of the box, boys. Sure, they may squat and lunge and deadlift, but this is just one part of the equation. And like you, it is the only part that they know. So we must introduce them to the second necessity to look like a cross between Stephen Reeves and an Adonis.
Well,
What is it?
What does he mean? What is this?
Yeah, spill the
baby.
What could this be?
What these kids need to keep up those statuesque physiques is right here under this sheet. The key to a high-fiber, nutritious diet. Feast your eyes and tummies on this dried fruit.
What the hell is this?
Why, it's just what I said. It's dried fruit.
It's dumb.
Now, guys, come on. It's fruit. Nature's candy. The youths and queers will gobble this stuff up if we link it to their health.
Do you know why no one else thought to trade dried fruit in the stocks? Because it is a stupid idea. Look at all of this. There must be $100 worth of this stuff here. It's coming out of your pay, my boy.
Guys, we need to trade this fruit.
We don't need to do squat.
You need to get these prunes out of here before I wrap your skeleton.
You don't understand. This isn't all of it.
Go on.
This is just the display. I put 95% of our equity into this. We need to sell the fruit.
Skeleton.
Well, I thought it was an excellent idea, sir. The presentation, the product, all just
Paige, go pound sand, kid.
Sir, I know you're down, but you aren't allowed to be. If you want to win, you can't lose. So, what you need to say is that you don't have these guys holding you back anymore. It's true anyway, with your bright ideas and tenacity, the world has no idea what's in store. You'll have these, you'll make a...
Store! A store! Picture it, Paige. A health and fitness store. Powdered protein, sugar pills that promise the world, and the star of it all, the dried fruit. And all day long, ripped, supple hotties will traipse up and down the aisles, gobbling my bananas and mangoes. Will you be my vice president of this endeavor?
Why, sir!
It's all settled then. In 2 weeks' time, we'll open the doors of our flagship Fruitique store, and within hours, we'll be turning a profit. We can't lose. The kids will get us out of this jam. These beautiful, beautiful kids.
The NASDAQ is up, so's the S&P. Get your cash back from stocks, you can take it from me. There's plenty of bets wise investors might do, but the vig on Fruitique is as dry as the fruit.
What can only be described as a catastrophic failure, Fruitiques across the city have been shutting down almost as quickly as they have opened. When pressed about the issue, here's what one local resident had to say about the financial disaster of this.
Kids don't know their anus from their appendix. All they know is grab ass in the locker room and Neil Diamond tunes. How dare you look this gift horse in the mouth? I spared you from ripping yourselves apart. Ungrateful swine, your independence will be your undoing. Let them eat cake? Ha! Let them eat their own waste. The queers have ruined me. It's something that Nostradamus could not have foreseen. The queers have ruined me. Only a generation so vowed would submit to homosexuality.
They took what you gave and threw it on the ground. They sat on it bareback. God knows they're into that. The kids don't know a thing about squat. They never deserve another shot. We should bag and ship them all away. They're self-obsessed and also gay. They took what you gave,
have ruined me.
they sat on it bareback.
Something that Nostradamus
God knows they're
not
into
have
that.
foreseen. The
Kids don't know a thing about squat. They never deserve another shot. We should back and ship them all away.
What a time indeed. Sure, you could say that I'm a product of a lack of loving relationships that has driven me to isolate and hate rather than empathize and relate, and has left me searching for a purpose that I try to satisfy with drinking women. But then again, you could say the same for just about anyone in here, so lay off me, huh? Besides, you don't need a purpose to give others one. Look at him! My chief of police, Thayer Kelly. Talk about giving someone a purpose. My, oh my. Where would this man be without me?
And in a 14-1 ruling, the council denies Mr. Pleaselman's request for a variance HTC 401 CD, which would prevent home from being demolished to make room for a beer and cigarette distributor. Councilman Judas, would you care to share your dissenting opinion?
First and foremost, it's Junus, and yes, I think it very wrong indeed to take away a poor old woman's home in favor of...
Thank you, Councilman Juleps. The floor is closed for dissenting opinions. The council reminds Mr. Pleaselman that she has been granted 48 hours to relocate herself and her worldly possessions elsewhere before demolition begins. May God have mercy on your soul. Dismissed.
You gave them what for, Councilman? Excellent work. Now, about that other thing?
Good night, folks. Good night. To leave. It's bad, Mr. the Mayor. It's really bad.
He's still riding us hard,
No, sir. I can feel it. The embezzlement, the misappropriation of funds for gambling, girls, Greek yogurt. He knows about it all.
Well, what have we got on him? I can't just sack him for no reason. The yokels are dumb, but they're not that dumb.
Nothing, Mr. the Mayor. We've got absolutely nothing. This guy is squeaky clean. We've been barking up his old partner from the precinct before he became the chief, and he said that the guy was totally by the book. Letter of the law and all that. He once said that he remains single because he only has time for one woman, and her name is Justice.
Cripes.
It'll take a miracle, sir. I've left Councilman Armorio and O'Brien to tail him, but in 2 months, he hasn't done anything remotely controversial.
Where is the conflabbed chief of police now?
It's prom night, Mr. the Mayor. He's down at the school in front of that wrecked car they put on the lawn to try to dissuade kids from drinking and driving. He'll be there all night.
Doesn't seem like you'll get in much trouble there. Why don't you call the councilmen off of him, bring them down here, order some steak sandwiches, and we could play cards?
Sir, it's 8 on a Saturday night.
You're right. The night is still young. Have them make a run to Fizzy's beer distributor.
I haven't seen my family all day. I'll be in the doghouse if I don't get home now to the nag and the smaller nag.
You'll be chewed out whether you go home now or in a week. Stay. I'm lonely.
All right, just for a round of pinochle. Just a few.
Great. You make that call and I'll flip on the tube.
This is Don Tallyho with a special report. Chief of Police Daniel Casey was struck and killed by an 01 Ford Escort operated by an intoxicated teenager on his way to prom at exactly 9:11 this evening. Thayer Kelly and his date, the sophomore Penny Tagano, looked absolutely ravishing this evening as they careened into the body of the overbearing police chief. Thayer purchased his suit and hot pink silk vest and matching tie from the Irvington Jacket Emporium, while Penny went...
This is a golden opportunity for our community to take a wrong and make it right. Those who learn from their mistakes are the least likely to repeat them. This young man made what some may call an error, and by God, he has changed as a result. That's the very sort of adjustment that I look for in leadership. And for this reason, and probably some others, it is my honor and privilege to name Thayer Kelly as the next Chief of Police of Habertown.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor, it's me again, Thayer. Thanks for not locking me up, jeez. Like Upton Sinclair, I clean the grimy hair. I swear I make a real good police. It's updated with the roadies and the way to prom. Now I'm the best thing to come out of my mind.
faith is a fickle sickle that does not tickle.
Let us praise you, God of death. We like drinking, we like bread. Genuflection, tendons flexed, as we await your resurrection.
Jimmy. Hey. Psst.
Hey.
When's the last time you were inside a church, you filthy sodomite? Billy. This country really is God's land. Look at these guys. That guy there, he's a somebody. That guy over there, he's a somebody too. Everybody in here is a somebody. They were so important that some guy stood around chiseling a block of stone just so everybody could know how great they all were.
I guess so.
You don't have to guess so. It's in the air. It's in the crack of the Liberty Bell. We got it all right here. We're in the nexus. These statues, these guys, this is where it all comes from.
Okay.
Billy, what I'm saying is, we've got to leave our mark on this place. After college, we're going to be off to the places where things happen, but right now, this is all we've got. How's anybody around here going to know that we were the guys?
We can always say it on talk shows.
But what if nobody cares?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I think what we've got to do is we've got to come back here and leave our mark. Right here. We got to do one of our signature takedowns. We got to round up some pennies. We got to come back here and we got to throw them up on these statues. We got to deck them out in school spirit. Update them.
Hey, maybe they'll think it's like some kind of modern art stuff and like they'll never know. They'll just leave them up.
Yeah! Let's give Jimmy a ring. Where's the nearest telephone booth?
I think I saw one outside by the hot dog stand.
Vamos! Jimmy, how you doing, you lousy piece of work?
What do you want?
Just thought I'd call to check up on your mother.
Goodbye, Joe.
Wait. Hold on. Don't hang up the telephone.
You got 5 seconds.
Well, look, man. I'm down here at the Statue Plaza with Billy. You know Billy. And we just had a knockout idea. We're going to put ourselves on the map.
Explain.
We're going to nab some pennies from the school.
Okay.
We're going to bring them right back here to the Statue Plaza.
Right.
Where they have all the statues.
Sure.
And we're going to put them on all the statues.
And then?
And then nothing. That's it. It'll be fun.
No way.
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on. We're having fun, right? You're having fun, Jimmy. Just say it. Okay, you don't have to say it, but I know you feel it. Let's find these and get out of here. All these half-naked guys could catch us at any minute, and wouldn't that be exciting?
I wonder about you.
What the hell are you guys doing in here? You're not on the team.
This is bigger than the team.
I seriously doubt it.
All right, man, where do they keep the pennies?
What kind of question is that?
You're going to steal them.
Nah. Why do you care, Dudley Do-Right? Everyone knows your little habit under the bleachers after the games.
I care about funding. If we don't run a tight ship, it comes back to Coach Barr. And if it comes back on Coach Barr, it comes back on us. And when it comes back on us, they make us do suicide drills.
Whatever, man. I found him. What are you going to do about it?
Choke you.
Whoa. How about you help us out? We could steal some other candy-ass team's pennies.
Why would I want to do that?
It'll be fun.
Unbelievable.
Now, guys, we must be very careful. This is the West School High locker room, home of the Wild Sportsmen. They would do unspeakable things with us if they found us here, infiltrating their adored locker room. We must be stealthy and patient, sly and calculated. We must move like the night, as that's just...
Found him.
So, did you scrubs ever do whatever you were gonna do with those pennies?
Nah.
Just didn't have the interest.
Unbelievable.
So we didn't put the pennies up. Not because of apathy or anything like that, like I told Nick, but maybe it was guilt. No, it wasn't guilt. It was fear. Fear that someone would catch on that we had stolen the pennies and that we had broken into the statue garden at night. Fear that people would misunderstand the nature of our prank, of our penny pinching. And I was a good Catholic boy. I decided to go confess my guilt to the Lord. And that was the last time that I was inside of a church. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. My last confession was 5 years ago.
I have recklessly forgotten your glory, O Father, and among sinners I have scattered the riches where you gave to me. And now I cry to you as the prodigal. I have sinned before you, O merciful Father. Receive me as a penitent, and make me as one of your hired servants.
I could use a new job, Father.
The devil makes work for idle hands.
Who?
The devil boy. He has a hold on your mind. Little boys who rub their pricks and thumb their noses are all of the devil.
How'd you know what I was going to tell you, Father?
Is that all?
Well, you see, I did a prank.
You? You're the little twit who stole my pictures!
What?
I don't know what you think you know, but you don't know what it's like. You know you grow up, and you only know one way, and that way is fine, and everyone else likes it. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you don't have to hurt people. Why would you do this to hurt people?
Father, are you trying to tell me you're a queer?
I am not! I am most certainly not.
Father, it's okay if you're a queer. Lots of folks are queer now. There's queer people on TV.
You can leave whenever, Joe.
So Nancy, are you excited to see Nick?
Of course. But he's never been away for this long before. What if he doesn't recognize me?
Nick's a class act. I'm sure it'll be like he never left.
Hold it right there, you kids.
We're like 30.
That's enough guff from you, bub. This is for you, Joe. Keep an eye on your friend there. He's trouble.
What is it? What does it say?
Well?
I can't believe it.
What is it, Joe?
Theft. Robbery. They're going to take my home.
Oh, come on, what are you talking about? They can't just take your house.
That's not what it says. In accordance with the HTC zoning laws, Article 8, subsection Q, any location in which an event of historical importance is to be owned, maintained, and secured by the census-designated place. They say that Susan B. Anthony used my privy pit. What the hell is a privy pit?
Hey, they've attached a photo. Looks like an old daguerreotype.
Oh, God. Isn't that where you keep your beers?
It is, and they can't have it. I've been in this house for 2 years, and this never came up. I'm marching right on down to City Hall to fight this.
They won't listen to you, Joe. You're a lowly grocer.
Yeah? Well, this lonely grocer is going to save his home. I'm here to see Mr. the Mayor.
He's waiting for you. You're 20 minutes late. Walk down the hall, third elevator on your right. You need to pass it. Might have to take a picture. The elevator, fifth floor, walk down the hall on your left. Go into the third door on the left. That will put you in the break room. Go right past the vending machines. You'll feel like you're not supposed to be there, but you are. Don't forget your pass. And once through, take the stairs down a flight. And Mr. the Mayor's office is right there.
Mr. the Mayor, I've come to...
Joe, have a seat.
A seat? What is this? You're not taking my house.
Have a seat, you silly boy. Good. Now, I understand you're upset. Believe me, I really do. No one understands better than me. Joe?
Yes?
I don't like you. I don't like anything about you or your hood rat friends. You all are unappreciative, lazy, and bringing down my property value. I want to crush you as I've demonstrated I can.
Well, you won't get away with it. I'm going to take this
The
to...
police, the media, I implore you to try. I've got a tighter leash on them than most owners do their dogs, you precious boy. You'll be elated to know that this notice is not set in stone. I don't like my hunt to be canned. There's no sport in that. I want to give you the illusion of chance and hope before I destroy you.
Well, what would you have me do?
It's simple. Extend an invitation to my crew to your little football game this coming Christmas Day. The stakes, your house. Should you win, you keep it. Conversely, when I win, I get to keep it. Are these terms agreeable?
You are sick in the head.
Yes, but no one seems to care. We'll see you on Christmas Day, Joseph. Don't forget your pass.
You act nice, but you're as self-involved as anybody else.
Have a seat.
They won't listen to you, Joe. You're a lowly grocer.
Hold it right there, you kids!
Another year alone, huh?
You're not on the team.
Have a seat.
You're the little twit who stole my pictures!
What are you gonna do about it, man?
You know what your problem is? Nobody likes you. The youth are bringing our society down with their faggy ways and lack of economic foresight.
Hey there, Joe. How'd it go? Not so good? Hey, look, Nick. Nick is here. Back from Iraq, fresh off the boat. Ask Nick how he is.
Hey there, Joe. You alright there, bud? Is there anything that we can do for you now that
Mr. the Mayor is a monster, and he must be stopped. He's going to steal my house unless we can beat him in our Christmas football game.
I mean, preserving sites of women's suffrage is culturally valid.
We cannot lose. I will not allow it. If Mr. the Mayor craves domination, we will give it to him. We will take action, and we will win the football game. Okay, I would like a beverage now.
Oh, Nick, I've missed you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's all you've got to say after how many months has it been?
Nick, get your buff stuff over here and greet the best friends you've ever had.
How have you guys been?
Not so hot. Are you going to play or what?
Joe, I can appreciate the gravity of your situation, and I'd like to help, but it all seems kinda silly. A bunch of grown men and another bunch of really grown men playing football on Christmas Day? It's just weird.
They're the ones who made it weird. I can get that you weren't sold on it before, but now, Nick, it's my house for Christ's sake. Nancy's old man and his cronies are blackmailing me.
Hey, it's not my dad's fault the mayor is a fat old drunk. Maybe if you schlubs voted, things could be different around here.
We vote? I just voted with Bob last week.
You vote, and you voted for him.
So what if I did? You can't tell me how to vote.
Haven't you ever heard of voting your interests?
Cut the gab. We need to lay out a game plan here, guys. We have to win. Now, Councilman Petrino is going to be their center, no doubt. And I was thinking that Bob could pair up with...
You're afraid of a bunch of old men.
They're bigger than us, Nick.
They're easily in their 70s.
Look at us. We're a bunch of frogs. These guys are seasoned. We're a bunch of rookies. We're hopeless on our own. But with you and that beautiful arm on our team, I know we can take them. You're a steed.
Well, if it's her dad's fault, I guess I might owe it to you.
Hey, lay off him.
Whatever, babe.
Well, all right, Nick. I've got to go to work. You had better be taking me out tomorrow, you hear? No excuses.
Of course.
Look, man. We don't know what we're doing. None of us has gotten off our buns in years. You got it all figured out, man. You're going to be somebody. You're a class act.
Hop off me.
Billy, you still know how to throw a spiral?
I could try.
But supposing you don't, who could show you?
My dad. I guess.
All right, man. I get it. I'll do it.
Sad Philip, around for the boys. To football. To Nick.
Oh dear, another day on the moon. Well, another period of consciousness anyway. It takes this rock over 29 Earth days to spin around once. That's also how long it takes to rotate around our planet, my home, just the one time. I am so lonely. Why me, Lord? Why have I been elected space pope? Have you abandoned me up here? Cannot understand why. Oh God! What is that? What a wretched thing lurks! Yikes!
Fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it were subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.